Hello, this is Rod. Well, this week I'm super busy, so I don't really have time to run a live stream for this week. But I really want to talk about a few charts for this week, especially combined with the fixed stars. We know the whole world focus in United States, especially Minneapolis and in Minnesota. Especially last weekend, a tragedy happened. The federal agents gunned down another person. It is a U.S. citizen, and his name is Alex Pretti. He was a ICU nurse, and the reason they shot him just because he want to protect another person who was being pushed and spray the paper spray by the federal agents. And then they say he has guns, so they kill him. I'm not going to comment it. I just want to see through the astrology. How does astrology tell us about this person? But I don't like everything being so heavy. I try to avoid the news for protecting my mental health. So I also watch a very interesting film, but that really scared me. That's another news over last weekend. Super famous was a U.S. climber, Alex Honnold, climbed the huge building Taipei 101 without any rope. And that really scared me out because I'm afraid about the height. But that action, when I just even look for 30 seconds, I was too scared. So I want to talk about his chart. So we have two parts. I will beginning with the US climber Alex Honnold and then end to the Alex Pretty. Okay, that starts. So I want to share with you Alex Horner's a chart. On the 25th of January, 9:12 a.m. in Taipei, he started to climb the Taipei 101 building. This building used to be the tallest building in the world, maybe like 10, 20 years ago. Okay, this building is totally 1,667 feet, or you say 508 meter. So the climb this building is not it is a huge challenge. 20 years ago, another French climber who did whole building, but they kind of a security concern ask us suggesting has to attach to the rope. However, this time Alex Honnold worked with Netflix. They want to do it without rope. And then with a consideration, this is super dangerous. He's not a crazy guy. Most people will think, wow, daredevil, very bold. But this is not just I want and I'm crazy. That is Trump. Sorry. I want and I want to do it carefully. Okay, so let's look his chart. Here we are. We have Alex Honnold's chart. And this chart, he was born on the 17th of August 1985 to 19 a.m. from Sacramento, California. And this chart has AA rating. This chart has AA rating from the astro.com. We can see his ascendant is at 3-degree Cancer, and the moon ruled the ascendant at 7-degree Virgo. From this moment, this is a person take care of themselves carefully, very, very carefully. And with the moon in Virgo, how on the earth he become a climber and then always challenging those super dangerous objects? He has a several story already on Netflix. If you are interested, and go to watch his video and come back to this episode, look his chart. I want to share a few things with you. First things we notice is that Neptune on the descendant. All right, we know the Neptune is about the glamour, charming, and also fanatic. Neptune in the Capricorn generation has a vision for the politic, has a vision for the life. But it's like a goat, a Capricorn. they climb high. So his dream, he told people, his dream is climb the higher place. So we should not ignore this Neptune in the Capricorn. However, you have to be brave, that courageous, and not afraid about the danger. Next things we notice is the Uranus at 13 degrees Sagittarius opposite Chiron at 13 degree of Gemini. This is a very interesting opposition. So this opposition, especially the Uranus opposite Chiron, if you know Chiron's influence on the other planet usually go polarized. So either this Uranus become super creative or super cool, super calm, cut off everything, or reverse, reject all the independent, rejected all the creativity. We can see from him, he's super cool. Okay, this is an dare of the excitement. And he can handle it super well. That is another secret. I will tell you later. Another thing is we cannot talk about his Mars and Mercury. He has Mars at 14 degree Leo, conjunct Mercury at 13 degree Leo, retrograde. So this retrograde Mercury help him to think carefully, help him to plan this kind of a nearly superhero action Mars at 14 degree Leo. Opposite Jupiter, 10 degree Aquarius, the place high with dangerous in the A house. Okay? But the retrograde. So this set of retrograde planet make him think carefully, repeat it. And nevertheless, if you check carefully, you will notice this Mercury at 13 degree 58 minutes is about to stationary and turn direct. Because on that year, Mercury was stationary at 13 degree Leo, and nevertheless, Uranus was stationary at 13 degrees Sagittarius too. So even in the chart, you see retrograde mark, but indeed, that both planets are just step into stationary mode. If you are into retrograde and stationary planet, if you are beginner into this kind of learning about the retrograde planet and the stationary planet, I want to share something with you because on next Sunday, on the 1st of February, I've been invited by Nightlight Astrology. Nightlight Astrology School give a free talk about reflect pose and the reflect stationary and the retrograde planet. This webinar is free, but you need to register and you can watch the playback. Okay, so go to nightlightastrology.com to find the speaker series, and if you probably still have time to join, my dear friend Stormy Grace business planning with progression lunar phase. That would be super cool. Okay. Also, well, Alex Blair's talk would be super interesting too. But if you are beginner and you really want to learn about a stationary planet and retrograde planet, come to join me on the 1st of February. Okay. Well, so let's go back to a bit transit. Okay, let's go back about the transit. So during on the the day he climbed the Taipei 101, all the planet is on the Aquarius, okay, and we have the Venus is on his Mars, and then on his Jupiter. Mercury, the Sun is on Jupiter. And we know Jupiter is his MC ruler, traditional MC ruler. Venus on top make him become famous. Another side, have you noticed? Another side, we have Jupiter on his Venus. Venus on Jupiter. This is a super interesting chart. So he get the honor and the broadcast on all around the world. Everyone talk about him. Everyone talk about Taipei 101. But nevertheless, I want to share with you is about fixed stars. Is about fixed star. You know, if you know my channel, if you know me, you know I love fixed stars. Okay, I love fixed star. So let's go back to Alex Honnold's chart about fixed stars. Here we are, accordingly fixed star report. You will be surprised. This talented man and really brave and is a kind of athlete and a sportive idol. He has two stars on his ankle. One is a Fomalhaut. This stars is located at Pisces, Australia, the fish mouse. Bring the wisdom, bring the wisdom. But also, some people call it the lonely stars because in south part of the sky, look from North Hemisphere, there are not many stars around the Fomalhaut. So it's called a lonely star. Another star is Alki in the Carter's constellation, is Holy Grail, hold the secret of life. Beautiful story. So we know about Alex Honnold. The money he earned is not from the sportive activity, more likely speech presentation, and also, if I remember correctly, he is an advocate for environment. So invite people to pay more attention about our Mother Earth, about our environment. We can see the Alaki and the Fomalhaut from his chart. But does the fixed star tell us about his bold action? Oh yes. Let's look. He has Akban as heliacal rising, the love of life. So his action based on the love of life, life circle, life giving. However, how he carry it out, check out this. Heliacal setting planet stars is Altar in the eagle constellation, the Agila. We know this is rising eagle. And what Benedict Pretti says, to use boldness and bravery as the guiding principle of your life. Now we can see this very, very brave, a superhero action to carry out, but it's his aim, what he really want to tell you, what he really want to bring the image is about love life itself and the love your environment. So this is what I'm going to share with you. The first about the one Alex Honnold who climbed the famous Taipei 101 without the rope. And that is a bold action because, you know, if any accident happened, wow, that would be really, really terrible. Okay, so if you are interested, go to Netflix, check his video, check his whole story. He has at least 2 adventure on the Netflix, and I'm probably not able to see it because I'm so scared about the higher place altitudes. So I'm not going to do it. But I feel quite excited. I feel quite excited about the story. And nevertheless, if you are interested at the stationary planet and the retrograde planet for the beginner level, on the 1st of February, 1 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to give a talk at Nightlight School Astrology. Go to register it. You can participate or watch the playback. Okay. Well, I also have another 2 events. On the 3rd of February, I'm going to give presentation to the Scottish Astrology Association, talk about Neptune-Saturn conjunction. We will mention about it because most of things happen at this time are really related to Neptune-Saturn conjunction at the 0 degree Aries. Okay, on the 4th of February, I'm going to present together with my dear friend Keenan Yassin. We are going to talk about Uranus move from Taurus to Gemini and what's the impact of the world. So if you're interested, this only event, I think Scottish Astrological Association event must be a pay event. Go to join them. Okay, just very small fee, but the Astrological Association's event on the 4th of February is a free. Please go to register. Okay, please support our association, our lovely charity. We all there doing the charity work, volunteer work to promote astrology. So come to join us. All right. Well, the next story is a sad story. It's a sad story. To be honest, I try not to watch it because I know how upset I could be. The story was on the 24th of January, on 24th of January, an ICU nurse, Alex Pretti, was killed by federal agents in United States. This is the second U.S. citizen in Minneapolis being killed by federal agents. I don't want to go to debate, but I want to tell you what happened as I see the video. You can go to watch video and you can say whatever you want. Like Trump's administration say he is a dangerous person. They have a reason to kill him. When I watched the video, he was not close by federal agents. He was filming or something. And then when federal agents push a lady to the ground, lady fall and spray her with a pepper spray, he ran in to help her. At the same time, several federal agents run into him, point a gun to him, direct shoot him. And after that, they say he has gun on him. I didn't see any gun on his head. I see the mobile phone on his head. I see he's going to help someone. That's it. That's how I see. You can say I have bias, whatever. Now, let's go to look at the chart. Because from the chart, I believe this person is not a dangerous person, especially what fixed star tell us. Okay, so let me share the chart with you. Here is the Alex Pretty's chart. I have this chart at a noon time, so because I don't have exact birth time. Okay, he was born in the 9th of November 1988 in near Chicago. So let us ignore all the house. We will see, doesn't matter he was born early that day or later that day, he will always has a moon in Scorpion. So let's make him has a Scorpio stellarians. Mercury, Pluto, Sun, and the moon all in the Scorpio. This stellarium bring a profound, deep personality who also willing to step into crisis to intensify. And we know he is an ICU nurse, those who look after those people struggling between life and death situation. Okay? This must be very brave to face life and death every day. And then nevertheless, he also has the Saturn conjunct Uranus at 28 degree, 29 degrees Sagittarius, not far from the galactic center. He also has Neptune opposite Chiron. As I mentioned, any planet touched by Chiron, either super crazy about it, either exaggerated about it, or ignore it. What do you think about his chart? He willing to sacrifice life for other people. And nevertheless, he has Mars at the 0 degree Aries, cardinal point. And this is so important because if you look at that moment he been killed, we know at this moment we have the Saturn Neptune very close to his Mars. Very next day, Neptune conjunct his Mars. And the Neptune opposite Chiron square Mars form the cardinal T square. He tell us the story. He is willing to sacrifice himself to help other people. This is how I see in astrology. And nevertheless, there's so many things that have been triggered in this chart. Uranus is not far from his Gemini 2 degree, okay? And I think if you follow me, you know that a comet in 2024 was at this degree too. This trigger is super important. It's super important. And we have all this stellarium in Aquarius square his stellarium in the Scorpio. Okay, this is one thing. How about fixed stars? How about the fixed star tell us? This is why I want to make this video. I want to tell the story from the fixed stars. Okay, so let us look. Fixed star is a really good tool if you don't have anyone's birth time, but you have birthplace. You will see this person has a heliacal rising as a spica as a heliacal rising star. Okay, Alex Pretti, he has heliacal rising as a spica. This is a super auspicious stars in Virgo. The wheat hold by the god of agriculture. In the Catholic mythology, is the Virgin Mary hold Jesus. Spica is a lovely, beautiful stars, shows his kindness. Benedict Brady tell us this person with heliacal rising with Spica, they want to use their talent for the good of this world, for good. This person has talent. He dare to face crisis, life-death situation, intensified situation. He want to use this ability to help other people. He become an ICU nurse and die in the place he tried to protect other people. Do you know what his last word? When he become done, he said, "Are you okay?" Sorry. Anyone who want to kill federal agents, will he say, "Are you okay?" More beautifully, his heliacal sitting star is Mirac, the beautiful stars with Venus quality located at Andromeda constellation. In the mythology, we know Andromeda willing to sacrifice her life for other people. So she sacrificed herself, so they chain her on the seaside, sacrifice herself to the sea monster. Mirac is this Venus quality star who love everyone, who want to give the love, the Venus harmony, and the peaceful principle is how he carry out his action. Okay? So this sad story shows us someone who loves this world, who willing to sacrifice himself for other people. Nevertheless, if we check the planet parent, we will recognize he has the sun. Parent with Regulus. Some parent with Regulus rising. This is a person who has great honor, has been seen as a hero, a leader. But also we can see the main card has a highly important impact to his son, the Menka, the Kraken, the sea monster swallow people's life. You will not say astrology is bullshit. And he has Diadem, another stars with the sacrifice of self from the Chronos Borealis, parent with his Mars. Moreover, before I finish today's story, I want to show you the moment he died. According to Wikipedia, he died on the Saturday, 24th of January, 5:09 a.m. in Minneapolis. The moment he been shot, Algo and the Capella was on the ascendant. Algo and the Capella was on the ascendant. Have you seen Algo here, Capella here? Let me tell you Saturday's two stars, although they are not fit in together. Algo is horrifying. Everyone knows the most evil star in the sky. The blink of a devil. The blink of the scary things. Algo stupefies us. Algo is also a rebelling star related to Lilith, related to Medusa, who become a victim of other people's action. Algo tell us this story. However, Capella as the star in the Auriga constellation has been said as goddess hold little lamb to protect him, to protect this little lamb. And the small thing has a huge impact. Eventually, during the Titan war, the god fight with Titan, this small goat, this baby lamb, take the huge action, scare the monster away. Now we can see from this chart, maybe the sacrifice of Alex Pretti can scare monster away. I already see the nurse and the medical personnel taking the action. How long they have to cope this? Enough is enough. So maybe his sacrifice is maybe insignificant for Trump, but maybe can scare the monster away. This is a sad story. I don't want to end up here, but we have to remember in this kind of a dark time, there are people just want to use it to get benefit for themselves, more oil, more gold, more rare earths, more power. There are people willing to sacrifice their life just for protect other people. This is what I want to remember. Okay, thank you for watching this week's podcast. I don't have much time, so this is what I can offer to you. And don't forget, on the 1st of February, I'm going to give a talk, free webinar with Nightlight Astrology School. Go to register. I'm talking about pulse and reflect stationary planet and retrograde planet. And also on the 3rd of February, I'm talking about the Saturn-Neptune conjunction for the Scottish Astrology Association. On the 4th of February, I talk Uranus moved from Taurus to Gemini with my dear friend Kina Yassi. Oh, also, don't forget, on the 21st of March, I've been invited by dear friend Wade Cave join his World Astrology Summit. The register is already opening. Please go to his website and book your place and mention my name, okay? Let them know you know of information from me. This year, I'm going to talk about analyze situation between Taiwan and China, okay? So please go to visit the World Astrology Summit, start from the 21st of March, okay? But you can book your place now, and please, when you book, they will ask you where you get the information. Listen, come from me, Rod Chang. All right, see you next week. Bye-bye.